Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith. I went back through every single Bible that I reviewed this year, as well as several that I didn't review, in order to come up with a list of the very best ones. And in this video, I'm going to tell you that list, my top 10 favorite Bibles of the year. Okay, 2023 was a great year for new Bibles. So many of our favorite publishers out there just did an excellent job offering really cool new editions. Some new editions of former Bibles that they've already done, some brand new Bibles for the very first time. And so I had such a fun time creating Bible review videos. Thank you to all of you who subscribe to the channel and follow along on Instagram and Facebook. My goal is to help you find a Bible that's right for you. So many of these Bibles you cannot see in person. You can't go pick it up in a store and check it out in person. So I create these videos to help you get a closer look and make that decision if these Bibles are right for you. So like I said in the intro, I went back through all of my videos, all of the reviews that I did. I looked at all of the releases that came out this year, even the ones that I wasn't able to review because I simply can't review everything that comes out every year, and I made a list. I set out to make a top 5 list. That's what I've done the last couple of years. It's just a top 5 list. But there were so many great Bibles that came out this year that I decided to expand it to a top 10. So I'm going to count it backwards from 10 to number 1 to tell you my 10 favorite Bibles that came out this year. Are you ready? Before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. These are the 10 best Bibles of 2023. Okay, hold that thought. Before we dive into the top 10, I want to do a quick honorable mention to some great Bible rebinders out there. These 4 Bibles blew me away this year. I've one out here from Logos Rebinding, Reformed and Rebound, Rugged Cross, and then Lion and Lamb. These are one-of-a-kind Bibles, so I did not include them in my top 10 list simply because they're kind of one-offs like that you can't really get. Everybody can't get one of these, right? So I made an honorable mention list, and I have done full reviews, full videos with all 4 of these incredible Bibles. So I will drop those in the video description if you want to check them out. Incredible work by some great Bible rebinders out there. This has really been a fun year to see some new rebinders come out, to really break in and to do some new stuff. If you want to get a customized Bible, there's never been a better time. There's so many great options out there. People email me all the time and ask me my favorites, and these 4 right here really stood out this year. Okay, number 10 on my list is not a new Bible, but a refresh of a Bible that's been out for a couple of years. It's the ESV Heritage from Crossway. This is the Wellington Leather Edition that Crossway released this year. And these right here are 2 exclusive editions, a collaboration between Crossway and evangelicalbible.com. This olive green calfskin edition is absolutely stunning. If you missed the video where I surprised my wife with this Bible, you've got to check it out. That was so much fun. But this is a beautiful Bible. They also have this Sienna calfskin edition, as well as a Prussian blue, a really soft velvety one. So these are, the Heritage has been out. It's been available for the last year and a half or 2, but these are 3 new editions of 4 total new editions that came out this year that just really took this design to the next level. I love the ESV Heritage. So this is number 10 on my list. And guess what? In 2024, Crossway is releasing a non-premium edition of the ESV Heritage. So those of you who cannot afford like a super top quality premium Bible like one of these, you're going to have an option for this exact same typesetting in a more affordable option coming in 2024. Okay, coming in at number 9 on my list is the NASB History Edition from Humble Lamb. This is the 3rd design from Humble Lamb, following the KJV Lion and the NKJV Shepherd. And I know so many people who thought that this Bible turned out so great, and I am one of them. A really cool, personal size, but still pretty thick and beefy edition. A single column reference Bible in the NASB 2020. It started earlier this year with a really successful Kickstarter campaign. They released this Bible. Lots of people have been excited. And then at the end of the year, they released a limited edition, first edition London Red, which was really cool that they sent me one of these so I could check it out as well. But if you like a small personal size Bible, if you like the single column style, I like both of those things. And then you add in the NASB 2020. It was a really great next step for Humble Lamb, and I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing in 2024. I've got a video coming out the first week of the year where I'm going to talk more about lots of new Bibles that are coming out in 2024, but Humble Lamb did a great job with the NASB history in 2023. Okay, number 8 on my list is a Bible that I think the more time I spend with it, the higher it will rise on my list. But right now, I've got it at number 8. I just got a hold of these Bibles. This is the NASB Side Column Reference Bible from the Lockman Foundation, the newest edition of the legendary SCR. There is an ancient edition from 21 years ago from 2002 that's been known as the Judge in the Bible fan, the Bible collector's world, but this is a new take on a classic design, a typesetting done by 2K Denmark, really, really beautiful editions in both the Prime editions as well as these more affordable leather text editions that they have, but the Bible paper, the inside is the exact same as the premium Bibles. And to get this, not only did they release the NASB 2020, but they also released this text block in the NASB 95 in the affordable non-premium as well as the Prime edition. So if whether you're a 95 NASB person or a 2020 NASB person, you have a great new side column reference Bible. So again, a classic design that has been refreshed. I really like the way this Bible turned out. They look great. They smell great. These are really, really awesome Bibles. They are number 8 on my list. Very similar to number 8, number 7 on my list is the ESV Single Column Reference Bible from R.L. Allan. Now, some of you might be shocked that this is all the way as low as number 7 on my list. I know many people that this would probably be in their top 2 or 3, if not their favorite Bible of the year. That's why this is a subjective list. I'm trying to go through and think about which ones I really loved the best. Now, I think this Bible was fantastic. It is fantastic. It turned out great. It is a long-awaited Bible. I have probably talked about the ESV SCR for 2 or 3 years on my channel. People have been waiting for this Bible. It is a take on Crossway's Single Column Reference Bible that Allan tweaked a little bit. They put it on this incredible 36 GSM paper. It's a verse-by-verse inside column reference Bible. The paper is fantastic. It is a massive Bible. This is just as big, if not bigger, than an ESV study Bible. And it doesn't have any study notes. I mean, they took their time. They made it great. It is the best of the best when it comes to a really great verse-by-verse single column reference Bible, and then you add in all of the Allan touches to it. It turned, the more I'm talking about this at number 7, I'm going, oh, should this have been higher? Everything above this Bible on my list, I like a little bit better than this one. But as I said when I reviewed this Bible earlier this year, the wait paid off, right? Anybody who received this Bible was like, whoa. It turned out fantastic. Yes, it's massive, but it's just beautifully done. They hit a home run with this Bible. So for those of us who've been waiting a long time, it was definitely worth the wait. The ESV Single Column Reference Bible from R.L. Allan. At number 6, also coming in from across the pond, is the KJV Coronation Bible from Cambridge Bibles, a special limited edition Bible released in honor of the coronation of King Charles III with his cipher here on the cover. This is based on the KJV Cameo text block from Cambridge, a beautiful edition, and it's really just like, this is only going to happen. I mean, the Queen was inaugurated some 70 some odd years ago, so these are not going to happen very often, and I think they did a really lovely job taking this classic Cambridge typesetting, binding it in this beautiful kind of royal look with the red and the blue, and then the box and all of the literature that came with it. This was just a really special release. It came in very limited quantities, and I think that it turned out really, really nice. Number 6, the Coronation Bible from Cambridge. Okay, we've reached the top 5, and number 5 on my list is a Bible that surprised me with how much I liked it. This is the ESV Chronological Bible from Crossway. Have you noticed that there's a lot of ESV Bibles on my list? It was a really good year for ESV Bibles. This just turned out, I reviewed this just a few weeks ago, and I got so many messages from people saying, that's my Bible for 2024. I'm going to read through the Bible chronologically with that edition. I love the way this turned out. The single column, the fact that they did a daily reading Bible, but they did not date it. They just gave you entries where you could read through. So if you get behind, when a Bible says January 1st or January 2nd and I miss a day, I suddenly start to feel like, oh no, I feel guilty and I feel like I missed out on something. This doesn't do this. It lets you go at your own pace, but just the way that it's very simple, and I love that about it, and it's very beautifully laid out. I love the color scheme. This is just one of those Bibles, right? So I talk sometimes on my channel about the X factor of a Bible. When it shows up and you're like, oh, that just works. And for me, this Bible just works. It was designed beautifully. The layout works. The color scheme, like I said, everything just kind of pieced together really nicely to make a great Bible. And I've heard from so many people who said, yes, I love that one. I do too. That's why number 5 on my list is the ESV Chronological Bible from Crossway. Okay, another ESV Bible at number 4 is the ESV Bible with Apocrypha from Anglican Liturgy Press. This is the publishing arm of the Anglican Church of North America. I did not know this Bible was coming out. I was not expecting it, and one day a box showed up. The publisher sent me a copy for review, and I opened it up and I was like, this is absolutely great. If you watch my full review of this video, again, I'm going to put links in the video description to all of these Bibles so you can watch the full reviews. I realized after spending a few minutes of it that it's an expanded version of Crossway's ESV THINLINE. The pagination is the same, the layout is the same, but you've got wider margins all the way around. It's just an increased version of that, and it turned out great. The paper is 50 GSM. It feels really great. It's got 4 gold ribbons. It's this beautiful hardcover edition where it has like a synthetic leather overboard. This turned out so great. I mean, just, it's very, very classy. And I'm someone, okay, so this is where it gets subjective, right? I'm someone who grew up with thin line Bibles. This Bible, it doesn't really feel like a thin line because it's so thick because of that paper and it's got the extra margin space, but the actual typesetting of it, 2 columns, no cross references, very, very simple and clean. This one really speaks to me in a great way. And if you're someone who has the Apocrypha as part of your liturgical tradition, you get that at the back of this Bible. So it goes Old Testament, New Testament, Apocrypha. The ESV Bible with Apocrypha is very, very classy. That's why it's at number 4 on my list. Okay, I said earlier, I was going through all of these reviews, and there were a bunch of great Bibles released from Steadfast Bibles and 316 Publishing in the Legacy Standard Bible translation this year. They did several of them, and I just initially reached for the 2-column verse-by-verse Bible. I think when I released that video, I even said, is this the best Legacy Standard Bible? And at the time, I really thought it was. And so I just naturally thought that one's going to be on my top 10 list. But then right next to it on my shelf was another new LSB Bible. And when I sat side by side looking at those 2 Bibles, I said, you know what? My favorite LSB and my number 3 Bible of the year is the LSB Giant Print Reference Bible from Steadfast Bibles and 316 Publishing. This is, again, another massive, massive Bible. It's almost as big, it might be as big as that ESV single column reference Bible from R.L. Allan, but it has a huge giant print typeface. It has these lovely red accents all over the page. It just, when I first reviewed this Bible, I thought, this doesn't feel too big. Sometimes the Bibles that have the giant print typeface, I think this is a 13-point type. If I'm wrong, I'll put that on the bottom of the screen. But sometimes the giant print ones just feel a little clunky on the page. This doesn't feel like that. It works. It's so well balanced. It's so well designed. And yes, for those of us who need a slightly larger typeface to really be comfortable while we're reading, it works. Just everything about this Bible, again, it just turned out really well. They sent me for review the premium edition with the goat skin, but they also, every Bible they release at Steadfast in the LSB, they release tons of different editions of it where it's like premium editions, kind of mid-range editions, and then lots of synthetic leather editions that are quite affordable. But the inside of them, the paper and everything on the inside is always fantastic. They look great. They did an incredible job. If I was doing like Publisher of the Year awards, that was just a thought I had. What if I did like an award? I should do this next year, shouldn't I? Do like give out awards to publishers for like the best Bible of the year and the best publisher. That's a really good idea. I know some organizations do that, like the Evangelical Christian Publishers Association, but like we could do some like YouTuber Bible award. That's a really, really good idea. Anyway, number 3 on my list, the LSB Giant Print Reference, and probably my publisher of the year would be Steadfast because they just did an incredible job with releasing new editions of the LSB. And I said in that video, I made a video earlier this year, is the LSB here to stay? And I said, my main reason for saying yes is that I think that they are doing such a great job as a publisher. And then they proved me right as the year went on, just releasing great Bible after great Bible. So number 3, surprising even to me that this made it that high on the list and that it beat the 2-column verse by verse, which is still a great Bible, the LSB Giant Print Reference Bible. Okay, we're down to the top 2, and the number 2 Bible on my list is this right here. It's the NKJV large print reference Bible, blue letter edition, part of the McLaren series by Thomas Nelson. Goffered page edges, this beautiful synthetic leather cover in two-tone brown, and then you open it up, and yes, it has these like teal accents that mimic everything they've done in the McLaren series, but then when you get to the New Testament, it's that blue letter. It's kind of a tealish blue letter, words for Christ. This Bible is soft and floppy. It looks great. Again, I love the NKJV. I have a Premier Collection edition that's the same basic idea as this, the large print thin line Premier Collection. I have the one in blue goatskin. It's one of my favorites. This Bible right here, I think, is my friend Tim Nichols' favorite Bible of all time. He's got a couple rebinds of this one, but it just turned out great, and I really do love the concept of blue letters for the words of Christ. I particularly love it when they do it this well. It contrasts the black in a different way than a red letter Bible, and I think that this one everything about it is just, I was about to say it's subtle, because it's not subtle. This Bible pops. It's got the goffered edges, the blue letters, it's got the bold stitching and everything like this. This Bible really kind of says, hey, check me out. I'm a really cool Bible. But it pays off. Everything about the typesetting by 2K Denmark works. Just the whole thing really came together well. And again, this is the synthetic leather edition. It's quite affordable. Okay, here's what I'll say. The main reason this is number 2 on my list is because when I pick this up, it feels like a premium Bible to me, and you don't have to pay premium Bible price for it. Everything about it is awesome, and it's really affordable. It's not over the top expensive. So that makes that, to me, a really great Bible in my book. Number 2, the McLaren series blue letter NKJV large print thin line reference Bible. Okay, it's time to reveal my number 1 Bible of the year. Can you guess what it is? If you saw my unboxing video with this Bible, you're probably already gonna say it, because I loved this Bible. I was blown away by it. It turned out great. My favorite Bible, my number 1, is the ESV STRIDON by Schuyler Bible, specifically the one in desert camel calfskin. So let's talk about the leather. I recognize that the outside of a Bible is not what's most important, but the desert camel calfskin by Schuyler is so awesome. I love the color, I love the feel, I love the texture, I love the smell. Just everything about this turned out great. It really blew me away. And then when you open this up, now they've already had the STRIDON out there in the NASB 2020, but I spent some more time with it after this Bible came out in the ESV, and I really love the single column design, verse by verse reference Bible with the cross references and the textual notes at the bottom of the page divided by that thin line. It just really works. I think I've said that several times. Again, a subjective top 10 list, because these Bibles are really speaking to me. But the design by 2K Denmark, the red accents on the page, the layout, it's just a really great Bible to study with. So if you're someone who studies from the ESV, preaches from the ESV, the STRIDON is a really awesome Bible. And then you add in Skylar being really the best of the best when it comes to premium Bibles, as far as the look and the feel and the quality and the craftsmanship across the board. This Bible just knocked me out. And yes, I've had it close by, sitting on a shelf, quickly able for me to reach for it throughout the year that I've had it. I've had it for the last 3 or 4 months, and it's a Bible that I reach for often, just to flip through, read a few verses, even do some studying as I'm preparing to teach or preach sermons and things like that. It just turned out to be a fantastic Bible. So they are releasing a lot of different Bibles in their line in this leather, so I would definitely encourage you to check that out. But if you're looking for a really awesome, this is probably the reason why, if you're going back, that the Allan was number 7 on my list, because I liked this one that much better. I even compared them and said, which one would you choose? I would pick this one. That's why. It vaulted up to number 1 once I spent a little bit of time with it. I just think it's really awesome. So number 1, the ESV STRIDON in desert camel calfskin. So there you have it, my favorite Bibles of the year. What's on your list? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Maybe you can put your top 10, you can put your top 5, or maybe just your favorite Bible of the year. I want to hear from you. Did anything on my list make it on your list? Leave me a comment and let me know. And if you want to check out any of these Bibles, get a closer look, I have full reviews and unboxing videos on most of these Bibles, so I will leave those links in this video's description, so head down there and check them out. Now, before I go, this is my last full-length video of the year, and I want to say one more time, thank you so much for all of the love and the support. We wrapped up the year with a really incredible Christmas giveaway, and now this best of list for the end of the year. I'm coming back on January 1st with a really fun video to get the year started. I have a lot of fun plans for 2024. My book is coming out next year, so we're going to do some more Bible translation videos, but we're going to do a ton of unboxing videos, a ton of reviews, the same content that you have come to know and love here on the channel. We've got a lot more of that coming. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for following along on Instagram and Facebook. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.